Meghan's divorce from Harry has left the royal family with headaches over communicating with non-existent children. Hello and welcome to the Princess Diana News YouTube channel. Is the palace going to lie to us again? There are too many rumors out there, from too many reliable sources. I have no doubt that the divorce will be announced soon and that it will finally take Harry out of his misery, and so will we. If everyone outside the palace gate understands what happened here, then I believe the family members also understand. Apparently the liars are no longer living as a couple. As Ms. Colin Campbell said, they come together in front of the camera, spending money in this show of fake solidarity, for reasons that are obvious to anyone who has it. It shouldn't surprise anyone that Harry tells anyone who wants to hear that he's just not right for Hollywood. It was clear. But the big question is, how can they avoid explaining the two invisible children that no one has seen? And that, my friends, is where the palace comes in. The divorce settlement gives Meghan sole custody of the invisible man. People are already wondering how two loving parents can spend so much time away from their children, because as we all saw, these two children never travel with them. The children's big lie will soon be revealed. To my great disappointment, the palace seems to be playing the most ludicrous royal scam ever. If they really wanted to pretend, Meghan could have sole custody. I'm mad because they try to scam everyone. The royal family is in total disarray because of Meghan. Maybe they would rather lie to the public than tell the truth transparently. I don't know if we'll hear the number that Meghan Markle will be asked to leave, but I kind of doubt it. After all, that's how families work. Payments from one of the wealthiest families in the world are the norm, as Prince Andrew has seen. But we do know that Meghan Markle will get something, and likely sole custody of the kids. I really don't like being rewarded for bad behavior. Both Rhea and Meghan are living proof of this, and I understand that in the past the palace has always paid people off to get rid of them. And this particular situation, though, I believe they need to think outside the box if they just buy off Meghan. I think it's going to blow up in their faces in a very big way, and if they just give Meghan sole custody of the Invisibles, then it's going to make the royal family look like they believe that Meghan Markle is a better parent than Harry. That can reporting right. If as many people believe there are no children born of the body, then the royal family can be the family that was trying to support the two of them getting mental health help, and that would be a good look for them due to Harry's admitted drug and alcohol problems. He would probably be construed as being incompetent, so he shouldn't have any sort of custody on any children. But if Harry's people can prove that Meghan has similar problems, which I believe, where would that leave the invisible children? And if you ask me, if Meghan Markle gets sole custody, surely this will stop users and friends from testifying in court. Then the titles of Prince and Princess should be revoked and Meghan's title as Duchess. I also read somewhere that Meghan Markle changed her fake birth certificate to remove her real name and use HRH Duchess of Sussex instead. I thought he wasn't even allowed to use HRO. A strange thing happens. Was she Meghan Markle? What goes around, and boy does it come around for you. I'm worried, even if it's going to cause trouble for the king. I mean, maybe Meghan won't say anything about the royal family, but she can still convince other people to say it for her. If the king gave him custody of the invisible son, he would have really played his way. He will also do a huge service to the people who support Meghan Markle and the Republicans. I worry about what this means for the future of the monarchy. It would be much better for him if he told the truth, because there would be a lot of people behind him. But if everyone finds out that he lied, that's another story. This mess should have been fixed long ago. Please spill the information. It all makes sense. Some people will be angry. Of course, some are screaming. Some have a few important questions, and then everything will be better. If the royal family in the palace would just get over it and tell the truth, they owe it to the citizens of the United States, Canada, and their other empires. Everyone knows that Prince Harry cannot come up with this plan on his own. He had to put up with Meghan's madness. It was time for her to own it. He must take responsibility for his role in all of this. I mean, he's a Harry boy. I am surprised that he owes so much to his family and country. And what if, instead of paying big bucks, Meghan Markle donated it to people who really need it. The important thing is that a wicked woman should never be rewarded for her ugliness. It's time for all his lies and how he behaved in the last days of Prince Philip, and let's not forget how he treated the beautiful Queen earlier in her final days. And yes, of course Meghan Markle is going to tell more lies, but you know what she's going to do, that no matter what, it's about time the royal family draws a line in the sand and they need to packing without one penny. How could we forget how she treated that sweet little Princess Charlotte? As we say in America, somebody should have wiped up the floors with her. A royal expert, though, is doubting if the king would continue to collude in such a big lie if he thinks he can wash his hands of the whole murky scam by saying that Meghan has been given sole custody of the kids. He would be mistaken. The royal expert said he can't be so dense to think that by putting the ball in her court and letting her deal with the mess she has created, they would have nothing further to do with it. You can bet that reporters will continue to ask Harry and the royal family questions about the children in the future. It's like a sword hanging over his head forever, giving Meghan Markle the ability to control them all to redeem him. She threatened to write letters, tell everything, tell the truth, and keep spilling the ever-changing story just to stay on top of the news. Continue to communicate with the royal family and present yourself as an innocent and trapped royal family. The royal family would then be permanently under pressure, and fraudulent practices would be unsustainable. They all have to come clean and do what they can to start over. If Meghan accepts the truth, then she deserves it, and she'll have to get creative to get out of the hole he's digging for herself. But the royal family will be able to weather this storm like no one else. Once the truth comes out, they reveal their reasons for covering it up. In the end, people will be happy to be out and relieved that all this chaos is over and everyone can get on with their lives. Sure, they'll talk about it for a long time, but at least that's a story of the past. This isn't going to be a permanent farce, and Harry's poor mental health should be a contributing factor to it all. King Carl takes care of his son. I know that Harry did get into trouble because he had a drug and alcohol problem. I'm sure the royals are concerned that he accidentally or somehow got into debt. As for Meghan Markle's merits, she'll survive because she's like a cockroach. Maybe she will marry again. Another wealthy citizen, if he can find, or can trade with his close friend Marcus Anderson. Maybe as a female celebrity or by marketing a line of sex toys like her character Gwyneth Paltrow. If you ask me, Meghan and Marcus are a very good couple. They have a lot of potential. However, Harry was never meant to be a part of Meghan's final act. If Meghan can't sell the invisible children, she will throw him aside. And do you agree with these thoughts in my video? If so, I can share it with someone who might enjoy it. If not, please let me know what you think in the general area below. Don't hesitate to subscribe button for more updates from Princess Diana News YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and goodbye. We will see each other again in future videos.